Okay, we are going to talk now about the book The Personal MBA from Josh Kaufman, who wrote this very good book, and he talks about marketing, finance, sales, human mind, and other topics. This guy speaks that the MBA is just wasting your money and throwing through the trash. And with this book, you will have MBA just for a few bucks. Now we are going to focus in the human mind concepts because I think those concepts are so much powerful. We're going to talk first with the caveman syndrome. This concept talks about that our genes today are the same than 100,000 years ago. This is a very important topic because if our genes are the same, those genes were optimized to work in an environment too much different from the past. The environment changed a lot from the 100,000 years ago to now. In that context, we have to fight with animals. We have to eat from trees, stuff like that. And now we have to be sit a lot in office, working a lot in computer, stuff like that. So don't be so tough with your body or your mind when you said that you are tired or stuff like that, because you are not optimized for that. From this concept, we are going to talk now to limiting belief. The limiting belief is about acts as barrier to achieving our goals. What means that? That our minds sometimes is afraid to do something, or we start to create an imaginary world where we think that something can't happen, but that's just our mind limiting us. So the important thing here is that you rationalize your belief and start to think, is that true or not? Proceed in that way. You will notice that there is a lot of you're afraid of a lot of things that don't even exist. The next concept is habits. Habits from Aristotle's point of view is that we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, and then it's not an act, but it's a habit. So for get an habit in your life, you need just 16 to 25 days to incorporate it. But you have to be very tough to put that habit in your life. You need a lot of effort, conscious effort, and you will wasting your energy to set that habit. Try to set habits 1 or 2 per time because it's easier in that way. When you set the good habits in your life, you will notice that it's easier to get them in your life in the way. The next concept that we're going to talk about is cognitive switching penalty. And this talk about that neurologically, multitasking is impossible. For what is this concept? Is that you need to focus your energy in task and try to not change the stack frequently. In that way, you will be optimizing your time, your mind, and you will be more productive. Try to do the similar task in the same batch and then change to another. If you are, and then don't let be interrupted by other people. That will decrease your productivity. The next concept that we're going to talk about is externalization. Externalization is that you can improve productivity converting internal thoughts into external. It's the same way when you are thinking just by yourself to solve a problem and you go to a friend and talk about it and you realize that the problem was easy to have a solution for it. When you externalize, you are putting the solution in a different part of your brain. So in that way, you can see the problem in another perspective. Try to speak about the problem or try to write about it. You will notice improvement in the way to solve some problems. The next concept is doomsday scenario. This doomsday scenario helps you to take decisions. Doomsday scenario, you put in the worst case scenario possible to take a decision. And if you notice that it's not so terrible to take that decision in the doomsday scenario, you just take it. And the good about this concept is that the probability of this scenario is so low that you will be grateful about taking those actions. The next concept is called priming. That is a method for programming your brain to alert to specific information. For example, if you lose your key in a crowded place, you consciously program your brain to look for phrases similar to that key. And your brain start to optimize the energy to focus attention in that kind of information. Priming is great for set goals. Why? Because if you set a goal and you write that goal in a paper or something like that, with priming, you will be more willing to notice when some opportunities are aligned with your goals. So your brain will be alert when something is going to help you to achieve your goals. So it's very good priming for achieving goals. And the last concept is called the Parkinson's law. That words expand to fill the time available for its completion. The Parkinson's law is very good when you are executing a task and you set the time for that task. If you set a 1 hour task for something, probably that task will be developed in that hour. If you give, for example, 5 hours to that task, you will be probably developing that task in 5 hours. Don't be too hard with the Parkinson's law, because there is some task that is impossible to achieve in some times. So you can be disappointed, or you can disappoint the people that you are managing in order to achieve some task. So this is real, but be careful about it. Okay, my name is Manuel Cepeda. You can reach me at Twitter and at Manuel Cepeda, or my blog, manuellinecepeda.com. Best regards for all.